All right, kids, now how about we do some scripture readings from the Book of Mormon?
The pod.
A great price.
The pod.
A great price.
Welcome.
Something's cooking
welcome,
tonight.
Welcome. Oh, look at that. Oh, what do you got there? You got a cauldron full of something there?
Well, because it is the spooky season. It is
It is
very,
spooky
very
season.
spooky.
We're into it now.
Very, very spooky. Very, very spooky. Last week I got into glass blowing.
Yes.
And I did,
saw that.
if you remember that, they're very good.
Mhm.
Right now I'm getting into, well, you know,
Potion making.
tricks. Potion making. Or, you know, just smoke, just steam making, really. It's just learning how to make steam.
Oh, just
Running
regular
out.
old steam.
Yeah.
Does it smell like anything? Did you put like any oils in there or anything like that? Little scented deals? Because I can't smell
No.
from over here. I'm sorry.
Nothing. Nothing.
It's
It's given me nothing. It's given me nothing. But do you know what? I'm sure it's going to taste good. Anyway, then
Yeah.
what a great intro that led
Yeah.
to nothing. I came in, I had nothing, and I kind of had faith in myself that I was going to come up with
Hey,
gold, and
look,
I came
you-
up with
you-
nothing. I'm
And
just
look,
cooking.
You step up to the plate with the bat in hand, you're going to swing, right? That's
Yeah.
that's the way it works sometimes. Sometimes you
Yeah.
just make a big old giant whiff, and that's okay.
Yeah,
take a whiff
Yeah,
and
it was
I'm
a
a
swing and a miss, but you know,
Swing and a
I
whiff.
think it's yeah. But it is the spooky season.
Yes.
Which is nice.
And,
Which is kind of the vibe. It sits really nicely in the vibe that we are kind of trying to make with the Pot of Great Price. Like, you know, we have a lot of fun and we're doing this. The whole, what we want you to feel is just being snug as a bug in a rug by the fire
Yes.
with your cool uncles, just telling ghost stories. Not just ghost
Basically-
stories, but just kind of,
Yeah. I mean, there's some kind of ghostliness that happens in the stories we tell. That's fair to say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We see kind of like angelic spirits of sorts. They've made appearances in previous chapters.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, now you do. Welcome to the Pot of Great Price, folks. This is a podcast where I, Chris Jessup, an American ex-polygamist Mormon, read the Book of Mormon chapter by chapter to my best friend in the whole world across the pond.
Me, Fraser McMinn. I am said British atheist, and I am having just a lovely time every Monday sitting by the fire with my best friend whilst he reads to me, because I can't read, because I'm also dyslexic. That's the other little thing, the little asterisk to the podcast as well, that we
Well,
both
we
have
don't wanna-
ADHD. I'm
we don't-
dyslexic.
We don't want to be labeled as ableist, you know?
No, we're not being ableist. We're representation. Actually,
is that
yeah,
what
that's
that
what
would
we
be?
do. I think we are. Yeah, I think we are. Representation.
Representation for the dyslexic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, if you all lick dicks, welcome to our sick podcast.
See, that's good. See, that's improv. You're good. I'm wasted on you, honestly.
Oh, it's not. That's the case. That's not the case. But yeah, so we are currently on First Nephi chapter 22. That is our chapter today, and it's an interesting episode today because today is the last chapter of the first book of Nephi. As we all know, the Book of Mormon follows the same structure as the Bible, where each book has its own chapters, but the whole actual physical book is made up of those books. You can kind of think of it as like a POV long chapter, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
this rounds out the first book of the Book of Mormon.
This is a really big moment. This is a milestone. You know,
It is. Yeah, this is like season 1 finale.
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe that we've done. Well, it would have been 23 episodes, including the intro. That's been 22 weeks. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. We've been doing
At the start, I kind of got into kind of being quite comfortable with that we're following Nephi. I kind of wasn't expecting this little chapter just to come to an end. I know that he appears again, but it's I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. We made it through a whole book.
Yeah, we're doing great. I think the momentum is only building, in my opinion. I think it's
Yeah.
going great. I am ready to go with this chapter. How are you feeling?
I am. So you did promise me though that because the last 2 weeks it has been Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Isaiah? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was Isaiah. Chapters from the Old Testament. It wasn't Nephi.
Yes.
We've had a 2 week break. Well, even longer than that because I came back from my honeymoon. Was expecting to spend time with my family, and then they went on holiday for another 2 weeks. So
It's been a while.
I'm really excited to. But you did say that this right now. Obviously, it's the last one, but we are back with Nephi and fam.
Yes, we are not reading from Isaiah in this chapter. So
Yes,
you're in the clear
Yes.
there. But
Okay.
we're getting back to the swing of things a little bit. Not so much
Yeah.
story progression-wise, not a lot of plot events happening in this episode. It's a lot of pontificating, as we all know and love from Nephi. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's kind of the name of the game.
But I've
for this
missed
first
it.
poster.
I have missed it. I've
Yeah.
missed it about him. So I want to hear him. I want to hear his whiny little voice. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
hear
yeah.
his little Saki remarks.
Yeah.
Even if it's repeating it. Come on, I've missed
Yeah.
you, bugger.
We've got 31 verses coming in hot. I'm ready to rock and roll. All right. First Nephi. Yeah, do some vocal warm-ups. First Nephi, chapter 22. Israel will be scattered upon all the face of the earth. The Gentiles will nurse and nourish Israel with gospel in the last days. Israel will be gathered and saved, and the wicked will burn as stubble. The kingdom of the devil will be destroyed, and Satan will be bound. About 588 to 570 BC. Back in it, huh?
First half, no. First half, not back in it. First half, not sounding great.
Yeah.
That last bit, what are we in for? Okay, so we're gonna have the kingdom of the devil will be destroyed. I know I'm smiling. I'm not happy. I want him going down with. I want it to be a good fight.
Yeah.
I want him to stand up for himself.
We want a good
I
fight.
want Satan to go down with his ship. I want him to be on the kingdom, going into the ground, the same way that Jack Sparrow on his ship goes into the water. And that's how I want my Satan, to go down with his kingdom.
All right, verse number 1. And now it came to pass that after I, Nephi, had read these things which were engraven upon the plates of brass, my brethren came unto me and said unto me, What meaneth these things which ye have read? Behold, are they to be understood according to things which are spiritual, which shall come to pass according to the Spirit and not the flesh?
Okay, all right. Let's break back in again. So let's break down our little kind of cold open. So it came to pass that I, Nephi, had read the things. He was reading them to himself. He was reading them to the family. He was doing little.
Yeah, so those 2 chapters of Isaiah that we just barely read, you can kind of think of those 2 chapters as what Nephi read to his family. It's like Nephi became Morgan Freeman for those 2 chapters.
Okay. So, and then it came to pass that I, Nephi, had read the things engraved. So he's saying that he's just finished reading the last 2.
Yeah, these things which were engraven upon the plates of brass were those last 2 chapters we just read.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I thought he was kind of. I thought he was saying he was reading that exactly.
No, okay,
Or he was saying that the thing he was reading. I don't know what I thought, but okay, right, fine, fair enough.
No worries. Yeah, no.
Brethren unto me, what mammoth these things which ye read.
Yeah,
I
so
hardly understood the
basically,
spiritual seer.
yeah, with this one, basically the brothers show up. Like after Nephi gets done reading, the brothers are like, "What does it mean?" That's that verse.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Brothers are back. Yep. So we started off with brotherly fighting, squabbling. So
Yeah, some slight little squabble there. Maybe it could be interpreted, but likely will because it's Nephi and the brothers French. That's where it goes with them. Verse number 2. And I, Nephi, said unto them, Behold, they were manifest unto the prophet by the voice of the Spirit. For by the Spirit all things made known unto the prophets, which shall come upon the children of men according to the flesh.
Okay, lost me a little bit there, Chris. What is he saying?
They came from God.
They came from God. They came from God, the Spirit and the prophets and the children and the flesh.
Yeah, so when Nephi is asked, what does it mean? He says, well, first off, it comes from God. And that's the second verse. That's kind of what But that's the long and short of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. It took me a couple of verses to tune my ear back to Nephi and the
Yes.
ridiculous way in which he speaks. So
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. I was looking in too much to the word chair. You know, just like
Yeah. Alrighty. Verse number 3. Wherefore the things of which I have read are things pertaining to things both temporal and spiritual. For it appears that the house of Israel sooner or later will be scattered upon all the face of the earth, and also among all nations. And behold, there are many who are already lost from the knowledge of those who are at Jerusalem. Yea, the more part of all the tribes have been led away, and they are scattered to and fro upon the isles of the sea. And whither they are none of us knoweth, save that we know that they have been led away.
upon the islands of the sea.
Dun,
There is
dun.
what we are. We are Jewish people. We are scattered far. Sail away with me.
Oy vey. Yeah.
And l'chaim with each other.
Yeah, so these things that they're talking about have to pertain with your earthly life and your spiritual well-being simultaneously. That's what they mean by temporal and spiritual here. But so then sooner or later, the Jews are going to be scattered all over the place. And
Who's going to pick them up? You left your Jews all scattered all over the fucking place.
I just bet
Come
it
up
tripped
here and
over you.
tidy your room.
You left your Jews out.
Honey, you left your Jews out. Come pick them up.
Oh, no.
I caramba.
Yeah,
We can
it's.
cut that bit if you want, Chris.
I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know.
but sometimes your mouth starts moving and you just
I
kind of
know.
let it do it.
Yeah, I know. I feel it. It's just so bad to be like, yeah, your Jews are all over the place, and we tripped over them earlier. Clean them up. Like,
I know, no, yeah, I know, but it's because it says scattered. That's just That's how I picture it. That's the visual thing for me.
it's scattered, but also to and fro. That's all over the place, dude.
It's all over the place. It's all over the place. Upon the islands of the sea.
Yeah,
But wow. Okay. All right. So
yeah, the Jews go all over. The Jews are everywhere.
they're everywhere.
For 5. And since they have been led away, these things have been prophesied concerning them, and also concerning all those who shall hereafter be scattered and confounded, because of the Holy One of Israel. For against him they harden their hearts. Wherefore they shall be scattered among all nations, and shall be hated of all men.
Right. I know that
That's
we were
not
just
me
saying about.
saying that.
I no. All right. Okay. This is the thing, right? So we realized after the last verse, right? Maybe we took like a little step too far. Innocently, we were just kind of going ahead, but innocently, okay.
Yes. Some
And
little
then
riffy
straight after, the verse says something way fucking worse than we've said remotely. So,
yeah, it says that the Jews they shall be hated of all men.
and that's not the first time he said that. He keeps saying,
He
like,
keeps
not
talking about
only
that.
is that, it's like, no, but it's the fact he keeps saying, like, everyone's gonna hate you. You know that Gollum video that people would email to each other is like, you ain't got any friends. Nobody likes you.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Yeah, I
You know
never
that
got
one?
those emails. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry,
find
man. I
the
didn't mean
clip.
to. We'll cut that. We'll cut that.
You know what clip I'm on about, right? It's
Well,
like
I know the thing from the movie, but I didn't know it was like a chain email that people sent to each other.
well, it came out. I was at school. I didn't have an email, so like
Okay.
but it was a video. Anyway,
Wah, wah,
wah,
wah.
wah, wah. Yeah, it's in that like everyone's gonna hate you.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming to my birthday party, but you're not, because we hate you.
Yeah, it's really weird
It's not
sounding.
nice.
And I don't know exactly what the vibe was, and this is a very, very loose term to use the word vibe, of what the vibe was like regarding Jewish people in America in the 1830s.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what that was like. I just probably
No. No.
I'm unlearned in that area. So it's like, was it common to kind of be rousing Jews a lot?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Does a lot of, because I genuinely I don't understand anti-Semitism. I don't understand racism at all. But like anti-Semitism, like it was like is it because like the Jews killed Jesus? Is that like where that is
Yeah.
that where that came from?
Yeah.
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because again, not being religious, it was just like I
And
never really got where it came from.
and I know that you're not really, that religious, but I do have to mention that killing Jesus was a big deal.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get it. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
So,
No, I'm not
and
saying you were. I think it's just a silly thing to be like, oh yeah, no, actually, just be oblique about the crucifixion.
the cruiser what?
The cruci, huh?
The
What are you
cruiser,
talking
huh?
about?
Yeah, no, I mean it's brutal. It is brutal. Life of Brian is a good film though,
Life of Brian is incredible.
and without the crucifixion, we wouldn't have that. So thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right. Verse number 6. Nevertheless, after they shall be nursed by the Gentiles, and the Lord has lifted up his hand upon the Gentiles and set them up for a standard. Nursed by the genitalia was about what I said.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was really close.
yeah.
Have you ever been nursed by the genitalia before?
I shouldn't talk about it, but
All right, we don't
it's
have to.
kind of like my favorite thing to do. It's actually I'm quite an enthusiast.
Oh, you're an enthusiast about that. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm enthused. Very,
That's
very
great.
enthused.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
no, I've been to a few rallies. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've never picketed for being nursed by the genitalia. I've dicketed, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, that's like kind of, yeah, no.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's a good way in. But no, I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, you should do it more.
You try it out. Yeah, you recommend it?
Yeah. Yeah, go to tryouts. Yeah, go to your local tryouts and,
Okay.
you
I'll
know,
have to sign up and stuff. We'll talk about it later.
yeah, and remember,
Um,
touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. And set them up for a standard. And their children have been carried in their arms, and their daughters have been carried upon their shoulders. Behold, these things of which are spoken are temporal, for thus are the covenants of the Lord with our fathers. And it meaneth us in the days to come, and also all our brethren who are of the house of Israel.
But at least they're calling them brethren.
Yeah,
Seeing them as brothers, I guess. So,
yeah. Carrying your daughters on your shoulders. It's a pleasant scene. It's fun.
yeah,
It's kind
yeah,
of
it
like
was joyful.
happy
was
time.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
almost Teletubby-esque.
yeah.
You know,
And now,
sunshine.
how is Nephi going to go about fucking this up?
Verse number 7, and it meaneth that the time cometh, that after all the house of Israel have been scattered and confounded, that the Lord God will raise up a mighty nation among the Gentiles, yea, even upon the face of this land, and by them shall our seed be scattered.
Go to scatter that seed.
And you know what that mighty nation is?
A mighty nation. Is that the U.S.?
US of A, baby. Red, white, and blue.
White and blue.
Yep.
Almighty.
Almighty.
The almighty nation.
Verse number 8, and after our seed is scattered, the Lord God will proceed to do a marvelous work among the Gentiles, which shall be of great worth unto our seed. Wherefore it is likened unto their being nourished by the Gentiles, and being carried in their arms upon their shoulders.
Will do marvelous work. Marvelous, darling.
Marvelous,
May I
marvelous, darling.
compliment you on your work amongst the Gentiles, darling?
Thank you.
It's quite beautiful, God. There's a lot of marble. No.
Yeah, the marvelous work that they're referencing here is the Book of Mormon. So the Book of Mormon.
Well, That's Joseph Smith complimenting himself
It's like that
on his
meme.
exquisite writing.
I don't know if you've seen that meme or not of like Obama giving Obama a medal.
Yeah.
That's what this is doing right here.
Oh, absolutely. I might just say what
Yeah.
marvelous. That's a bit of a Stephen King move to do something. That
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So yeah, the marvelous work. So basically, the Book of Mormon is prophesying itself.
Itself.
Yeah.
It
So
manifests itself into existence.
it's like the brain naming itself. You ever think about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
How the brain
That is-
named itself?
That's crazy, isn't it? And you can always see your nose, but your brain just.
I see it right now.
Yeah, you can always see it.
It's decent. It's a decent nose. I don't know.
Decent.
It's the only one I
Good
got.
fucking nose.
My nose is awesome. I like nasal.
nose
How about
is
you? Which shall be of great worth to our seed, wherefore likened it to being nourished by the Gentiles and being carried in their arms and upon their shoulders, of course, is referencing the last few verses here where they're talking about how great it is to have this marvelous work in their life. It's like, yay, happy time. Verse number 9. And it shall also be of worth unto the Gentiles, and not only unto the Gentiles, but unto all the house of Israel, unto the making known of the covenants of the Father of heaven unto Abraham, saying, In thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed.
That's nice.
Yeah, so
that
not
nice?
only is it of great worth to the seed of Nephi, but also to everybody.
They're doing quite literal God's work.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
everybody.
doing God's work. Everybody.
Everybody's going to be blessed. All the kindreds. Yeah, verse number 10. And I would, my brethren, excuse me, and I would, my brethren, that ye should know that all the kindreds of the earth cannot be blessed unless he shall make bare his arm in the eyes of the nations.
Okay, right. We've just got to America. And now they're talking about the right to bear arms. He did that, did they, long?
I mean, it's right there.
There his arm. They're okay. They're on their way speaking, Arabic, Egyptian, just
Yeah, Reformed Egyptian,
I'm not going
just
to
doing
even
their thing.
attempt anything. We're probably in enough trouble already this episode. They're
Dun,
going
dun,
on their
dun,
boat, and then suddenly they land, and they're like, "Yeehaw, look at that haul, boy! Go get me a shotgun. I got the right to bear arms." Like it took them 10
10
verses,
Yeah.
like a chapter and 10 verses to.
Yeah.
Is there just something in the water over there?
I think there is. I think I think there's a lot of lead in the water. In more ways
Well,
than
what are we
one.
going to do with all this lead?
Yeah, I mean,
We
might
gotta
as
make
well-
ourselves good.
listen, I'm already drinking the lead. I want to put more lead in other people's bodies. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I want to spread the seed of lead.
Our seed needs to be spread like a shotgun spread, not the 8-gauge stuff. But I mean, well, like the 8-gauge stuff, that's actually like the highest spread you can actually get because it's the largest barrel. But anyway, that's not beside the point. All I'm saying is get my gun.
I need to bury my bullet in you to grow more bullets. There's farming.
You're planting bullets in the ground, like watering them. You're like verse 11, Wherefore the Lord God will proceed to make bare his arm in the eyes of all nations, in bringing about his covenants and his gospel unto those who are of the house of Israel. So God's going to show his gun. God's going to show his peace, dude. He got that thing on him. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got that thing, that piece, that weapon.
Yeah, the weapon. He got that.
hammer.
He got that barrel coming out at you. You know what I'm saying?
that poor hammer.
Yeah, you guys. He got good. God's got the best muzzle control of any gun wielder out there. You best know it and believe it. Can I get an amen? Roll Tide.
Amen, roll tide.
Verse 12. Wherefore he will bring them again out of captivity, and they shall be gathered together in the lands of their inheritance, and they shall be brought out of obscurity and out of darkness, and they shall know that the Lord is their Savior and their Redeemer, the Mighty One of Israel.
The mighty one.
Verse number
Yeah.
13. And the blood of that great and abominable church, which is the whore of all the earth, shall turn upon their own heads.
It's back.
And
It's back.
baby.
Back. Yes. All right. This is definitely Nephi writing this again. This
Yep.
especially is right back in his tone.
Mhm.
And the blood of the great abominable church. Yes. Love that place. Great nightclub. Great owner, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Really big fan of the proprietor.
Really
of
knows
the
how to host.
abominable church. Does. Do you want to know why? Because you got whores.
You whore!
Which is the whore of all the earth. Guys, it's been a while. It's been a while, but she's back again. Your mum, back in the Book of Mormon. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. The whore of all the earth. Give her a call.
For they shall war among themselves, and the sword of their own hands shall fall upon their own heads, and they shall be drunken with their own blood. They're gonna chop their own heads off, dude.
They're gonna. We said that about that kid with the baseball bat.
Yeah, just swings it around.
Because they're going to be drunk off blood. Because they're going to be drunk. They're going to be having such a good time. Imagine having that good of a time that you accidentally chop your own head off.
God, you know you're having okay, if you accidentally chop off your own head, whatever it is, whatever you're doing, you know for a fact just before that happened, it was such a good idea.
It was a brilliant idea. You thought you were going to nail it. Here is clearly going to be some like weapon. They're going to try and do like the Obi Anakin, like chop it off. Bit of a General Grievous thing.
Yeah, totally.
It's going to be an accident, depending on who it is. I don't know. Sam, I could very easily see chopping his own head off, dick off, arm off, leg off. I could see him just being a big, walking disaster. He's like the klutz,
Yeah, definitely the klutz brother for sure.
Yeah.
Verse 14, and every nation shall war against thee, O house of Israel, shall be turned one against another, and they shall fall into the pit which they digged to ensnare the people of the Lord. And all that fight against Zion shall be destroyed, and that great whore who hath perverted the right ways of the Lord, yea, that great and abominable church shall tumble to the dust, and the great shall be the fall of it.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Let's go. Let's go. There's a lot of promises you're teeing up there, and I would really hope for your sake you're going to deliver on them, Nephi.
Yeah.
I want to see this. Okay, so it's going to fall into a pit. But he said about which all nations were going to war against each other. World War hadn't happened yet.
It's true. We haven't had that yet. We hadn't even had the Civil War yet.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, it was a good guess. At some point,
if you have a religious text that's like prophesying conflict between nations, it's like, okay.
Well, it was gonna happen.
Like, there's gonna be conflict between nations. That's just a thing that happens. It's
just a thing that happens. But
lame.
We dig a pit against Zion, be destroyed. And again, your mum got another mention.
Yeah, totally. And, yeah, super stoked for her. She's getting a lot of airtime in this ep, so congrats to your mom.
But the abominable church is going to crumble to a dust. Yeah, all right, bring it on. Yeah, it's not.
Going to crumble to the dust.
The whole abominable church with, like, the devil and all these sluts and whores and heathens and harlots and drunkards versus Nephi and his just shriveled up, starved, inebriated family, just with no energy, no nothing. Who's gonna win?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it hasn't happened yet.
That's exciting.
We don't know. All right, verse 15. For behold, saith the prophet, the time cometh speedily that Satan shall have no more power over the hearts of the children of men. For the day soon cometh that all the proud and they who do wickedly shall be as stubble, and the day cometh that they must be burned.
They must be burned.
Must be burned. So yeah, they're like stubble. It's just a weird.
That's what I'm cooking.
Yeah, I don't know why stubble was like the word choice. But then they're referencing Isaiah again. And devoureth the stubble, and flame consumeth the chaff. Oh, okay, yeah. So they're talking about stubble as in like the very bottom of a crop after it's been harvested. Okay, that's what they mean by that. All right. I was thinking it was like some 5 o'clock shadow that Nephi's got going on.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I thought too. I was like, okay, yeah, be as like stubble. Okay. It's like, I got some stubble going on. You got some stubble going on. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nice sick burn, dude. Fucking Nephi. All right. Verse 16.
But that would be Nephi. That would be him.
Yeah,
to
that's
be that
true.
paid.
That's true. Yeah, he would kind of be like, yeah, and you and your unkempt face. It's like, Nephi, shut up. Like,
That's not too dissimilar to our experience in China, though.
oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
dirty face.
Yeah, we would get told we were dirty because we had beards. Dirty.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what to tell you. I shampooed this morning. Like, anyway,
You shampoo? No, I'm joking.
I don't shampoo my head. I shampoo my mustache.
You wax your head.
I also quaff my stash.
Oh, buff it.
Yeah. It looks good. Verse 16.
good.
For the time soon cometh that the fullness of the wrath of God shall be poured out upon all the children of men. For he will not suffer that the wicked shall destroy the righteous.
The wicked will not destroy the righteous. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
He's all talk. He's going, they're going to win. They're going to win. Okay. I know they're probably going to win, but, you
We'll see how
know,
it
you
goes.
kind of need to believe it. You need to believe in a bit of the heroes, you know,
Sure.
where there's potential of failure.
Mm-hmm. You have to have that because there's otherwise no risk. Then it just becomes a really lame story. Verse 17. Wherefore he will preserve the righteous by his power, even if it so be that the fullness of his wrath must come, and the righteous be preserved, even unto the destruction of their enemies by fire. Wherefore the righteous need not fear, for thus saith the prophet, they shall be saved, even if it so be as by fire.
He's mentioning fire quite a bit, right? This is a bit of a Chekhov's gun, I'm feeling. Because he also talks about being burned and things. Yeah, fiery stuff. I mean, it's getting hot. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, so basically the righteous will not need to be scared because they will also possibly be burned up by fire, but they'll be saved because they're righteous. So they're not being
But they
saved
still got
from
the
the fire.
excruciating
They will
third
all
degree burn.
they will all burn alive,
Oh, lovely.
but they'll be saved in
lovely.
their soul because of their righteousness. That's kind of what they're going for here. Yeah. Verse 18, Behold, my brethren, I say unto you that these things must shortly come. Yea, even blood and fire and vapor of smoke must come. And it must needs be upon the face of this earth. And it cometh unto men according to the flesh, if it so be that they will harden their hearts against the Holy One of Israel.
Blood, fire, vaping, and cum. I know he wasn't using the word cum in that way, but he was using cum a lot, and it just seems like there's another little thing he wants to put on the little pit. But he predicted vapes.
Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony. Come, blood, fire, and vapor. Then everything changed when the cum nation came.
So that was so good. That's sick. That's brilliant. Let's make it. Go on then.
All right. Verse 19. Verse 19. For behold, the righteous shall not perish, for the time surely must come that all they who fight against Zion shall be cut off. And the Lord will surely prepare a way for his people, unto the fulfilling of the words of Moses, which he spake, saying, A prophet shall the Lord your God raise up unto you, like unto me. Him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you.
Get to the point, Nephi. Here he is again. Here he is again.
Yeah, Nephi he loves the stroke of his own pen. You know what I mean? Loves the stroke of his own pen.
Or has he just got like dementia, like early onset
maybe.
dementia? He's just forgetting because it is ridiculous how much that dude repeats himself. Get to the point.
He does not stop repeating himself and just using the most amount of words to say the least amount of things. It's incredible.
know.
It's genuinely impressive.
Oh no, a spooky something has happened.
Whoa.
We're good. We're good.
It's pride.
I've just left a Pride bar. What's your impression?
Dude, that's just too much, man.
It's too much.
Way too much. I can't do that.
You could only really stand half of it.
Yeah, which is ironic, is what they would call it.
Sorry about that. It was the spooky spirits.
Well, the
They,
spirit,
they don't like us. They don't like us talking about the Book of Mormon, but we shall.
Well, we already have the Vapor Nation and the Fire Nation. They probably had something going on between each other.
Okay, what was the other one? Because I
Blood
think
and
we know where the
cum.
Cum Nation is. Well,
Well, you know.
you want to see
It's
all
me.
4 in one picture?
You want to see all 4 at once? Give me 3 minutes.
Dope.
All right. And it shall come to pass that all those who will not hear the prophet, or hear that prophet, shall be cut off from among the people. And now I, Nephi, declare unto you that this prophet of whom Moses spake was the Holy One of Israel. Wherefore he shall execute judgment in righteousness.
Execute judgment in righteousness. So he's the one who gets to decide?
Yeah, so Nephi here is saying, remember Moses, and he talked about a prophet that's going to come to pass? I'm talking about the same guy, and he's important. His name is the Holy One of Israel. We don't know his name yet, but it's the Messiah. We know his name is Jesus. Of Nazareth, by the way. Of Nazareth.
Of Nazareth.
Yeah, Jesus of Nazareth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus or Nazareth.
Yeah, so
okay, right, cool.
verse 22. And the righteous need not fear, for they are those who shall not be confounded. But it is the kingdom of the devil, which shall be built up among the children of men, which kingdom is established among them which are in the flesh.
Very cool. Very cool. Built by men.
Yep.
Built by men. Right.
Built by men.
Something we've got to be proud of, you know.
Yeah.
We not just us men, I mean mankind. You know,
Yeah, mankind.
we built that. That's something that we did. You know, God, I mean, we didn't build that.
Yeah.
We built our own house.
Yeah. Self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
Autonomy, you know. That's cool.
It is cool. Blood
That's cool.
orgies.
Yeah. Blood
Come,
orgies.
smoke, vape.
Come, smoke, vape, fire.
Try
Blood.
and do any of those things up there.
Yeah.
You
Totally.
won't.
Yeah.
No. Come down.
Yeah, totally. All right. Verse number 23. For the time speedily shall come that all churches which are built up to get gain, and all those who are built up to get power over the flesh, and those who are built up to become popular in the eyes of the world, and those who seek the lusts of the flesh and the things of the world, and to do all manner of iniquity, yea, in fine, all those who belong in the kingdom of the devil, who they who need fear and tremble and quake. So, yeah, there is a list of characteristics that Nephi is like talking about, as in the types of people that are going to be, they're the ones who are going to have to be scared. You know, they're the people who, the churches who are built up to get money, have power over you, become popular, seek the lust of the flesh, and evil. Those are the people who are going to be needing to, as it says here, as we move forward, tremble and quake. They are those who must be brought low in the dust. They are those who must be consumed as stubble, and this according to the words of the prophet.
Again, not very nice. That's not very nice. Not very kind.
No, definitely not. Not
So
inclusive.
he
at least.
right there. So is he hating other churches or other people?
Yes, and yes.
And yes. Okay. So I'm gonna take personal offense to that. Okay.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. Probably over. I don't know where he mentions me. The lusty of the flesh bit. Probably. What can I say?
What can you say?
What can I say?
Well,
But
come on.
yeah, no. If he's gonna hate me like that, then do you know what? Fine. I'm gonna live my life without him.
Sure. There you go. I mean, what else can you do? Because you're going to be consumed as stubble anyway. You're going to be brought low to the dust. Might as well have a good
I'm
time.
gonna be
when you're going.
consumed in stubble. All of my stubble is just gonna grow all over me. I'm gonna become a teen wolf.
Yeah, you're going to go full-blown teen wolf. Freaking spooky. Ooh. Verse number 24. And the time cometh speedily that the righteous must be led up as calves of the stall, and the Holy One of Israel must reign in dominion and might and power and great glory.
I'm on the edge.
Of glory.
Now I feel like he's having his Nephi's kind of having a bit of an I'm coming out moment. Not coming out as in like gay, but just
Sure.
like
Yeah.
he's kind of coming out with all his pride, you know. He is on the edge of glory. Right now he's just kind of like opening his, I don't even know if he has a coat, probably a skin coat like Ed Gein, but just all his righteousness is now just like, he's like
like a
Michael
Care Bear.
Jackson.
Yeah, like Michael
Beaming,
Jackson mixed in with the Care Bear. He's like, the calves of the stall, I want the world to know. He's like spinning.
He's the avatar of,
And he's, like,
of
spinning
cum,
up.
vape, smoke, and everything, and now he's in the avatar, like,
He's in
the
the
thing.
Avatar state.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Verse 25, and he gathereth his children from the four quarters of the earth, and he numbereth his sheep, and they know him. And there shall be one fold and one shepherd, and he shall feed his sheep, and in him they shall find pasture. So everybody's going to be joining the cool flock of sheep.
That's nice.
And something I want to just like touch on is that you always see religious people talk about, like, politically, like the Christian folks, at least in America, they like to use this term of like, don't be a sheep. You're a sheep.
Yeah.
Freaking sheeple.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, hipsters also like to use that.
Yeah, right. So like it's this term for like a follower, like someone who only follows trends and like that kind of thing. And it also means, of course, people who don't think for themselves and like that kind of thing. But it's here all the time to be gathered, like everybody from the four quarters of the earth, and he numbereth his sheep. That's what he is calling you.
He's saying, very specifically saying followers, my sheep.
One fold, one shepherd, feed his sheep, yet again, and in him they shall find pasture. And there's just some level of hypocrisy that I just want to talk about there. I feel like I just needs to be remarked on. I don't know how I feel.
That should be remarked on. It's kind of like,
Don't be
Yeah.
a sheep unless it's one of Jesus's.
yeah.
Which,
It's
I
like if
mean-
you get called a groupie, like if you had a famous friend, you're just a groupie, even though like you're just kind of my sheep. Yeah, that's,
Just feels weird. I don't know.
yeah, it does feel weird. Unlike Slipknot, who call their fans maggots, which is like,
Oh, that's cool.
that's dope.
Yeah, that's
That
awesome.
is cool.
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
that's a cool
That's
way
cool.
to.
It's because of how they are. It
it's how
resembles
they-
like a mosh
Yeah,
pit.
it's how they wriggle.
Yeah, it's how they wriggle, right? But
Yeah.
a sheep, actually, sheeps are nice. They taste good.
Sheep's are great. Yeah, sheep are
Lambs,
great.
specifically baby sheep, taste great.
Yeah.
But they're good. They provide a lot. So there's worse animals to be called. It's just there's something that it's not.
It's derogatory.
Yeah. That's what he's calling you.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Anyway, verse 26, and because of the righteousness of his people, Satan has no power. Wherefore he cannot be loosed for the space of many years. For he hath no power over the hearts of the people, for they dwell in righteousness, and the Holy One of Israel reigneth.
Oh man.
So here they're talking about he cannot be loosed. What that means is that Satan currently is tied up. Hell yeah.
Damn. He has no power. Right now, it kind of feels like the part in the film where, like, the actual hero is, like, he's down, they think he's dead, and then, like, the young kind of child that he met earlier on in the thing, who they became great friends, kind of goes, he's like, no, Satan, come on, you've never fought for anything in your life, now fight. You gotta believe, Satan. And then he's about to...
Yeah.
That's what should happen.
You. Yeah.
We believe in you, Satan. I do
Come
believe
on,
in Satan. I do.
I do believe in Satan. I do.
Come on. Get up.
The power of Satan is whether or not you believe in him. That's so funny. You have some like Satan dust that you sprinkle on.
Yeah. No, you have to fuck. You have to like bleed and come on him or something. Like,
Jesus
at the same time. Like, it's Satan. It's probably going to be something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. That's so funny.
Well, come on. Well, I hope he's okay. Right now he's bound.
Yeah, he's
But he's
bound,
got-
and he's not going
he's
to be
got big
loosed
muscles.
for the space of many years. I don't know exactly what they mean by many years here. They're referencing Jacob chapter 5, which is the longest chapter in the Book of Mormon, so I don't want to get into too many spoilers. So we'll talk about that later. Verse number 27, and now behold, I, Nephi, say unto you that all these things must come according to the flesh. listen, I asked you earlier if you were ever, if you have any experience with nursing the genitals. Have you ever come according to the flesh?
Do you know what? It is something I struggle with. That's something I do struggle with. Yeah,
Okay.
not with flesh. Not with flesh. Anything but, actually.
Anything but flesh. So flesh is the problem then, actually.
Yeah, flesh is the problem.
Dang.
Flesh is the problem. And it's not other flesh, it's my flesh. It's just flesh.
Okay.
It's just flesh. But I'm going to meetings, you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah, thank you. I'm also just kind of getting really into shooting pool. I heard it's good for that. You know, getting used to the idea of a stick between your hands, you know. So
Yeah, so it sounds like it's kind of something similar to like an oral fixation, but with your hands. Like you kind of just have to have something like cylindrical in them. Is that?
Yeah.
Am I right on that? I haven't read up on it.
You
I know
are right, but unless you're talking about wanking, to which I am a master.
Oh, we were talking about different things. All right.
Ooh, do 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 do.
Verse 28, but behold, all nations, kindreds, tongues, and people shall dwell safely in the Holy One of Israel, if it so be that they will repent. And now I, Nephi, make an end, for I durst not speak further as yet concerning these things. So he's tired.
So he's
like,
tired.
He's like, look, guys, I've been writing so long about this stuff. I'm going to stop, okay? And before I stop, I'm going to tell you a few more things.
Yeah. Why didn't he end with it? You can't say I must make it an end, and then carry on. So post-credit scenes. That's what this is, a post-credit scene.
There you go. Yes, you can think of it like that.
All right. So Nick Fury's about to walk in, guys.
Yes, Nick Fury, or some sort of reference to a character that you've already seen in other media, but has yet to grace that medium yet. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Verse number 30, wherefore, my brethren, I would that ye should consider that the things which have been written upon the plates of brass are true, and they testify that a man must be obedient to the commandments of God. Wherefore, ye need not suppose that I and my Father are the only ones that have testified, and also taught them. Wherefore, if ye shall be obedient to the commandments, and endure to the end, ye shall be saved at the last day. And thus it is. Amen.
Amen.
First
Nephi. Thank you, Nephi.
American flag waving in the background. That's funny.
Wow. For end of First Nephi.
End of First Nephi.
Wow. I like that he ended that. Right, let's get straight into the part of the show. Yeah, because I have something I want to end it on.
All right, sweet. I love that. All right, folks, it's everyone's favorite section of the podcast. It's time for
Fraser's final thoughts.
Thank you very much. My final thoughts. It was nice to hear from him again. I know it was only for one. I kind of like it. I like that we're going to go on to something new, something different, actually, because I know I missed him, but already he was winding me up again with the repeating stuff. Very, very annoying. Again, not being very, very nice. So anti-Semitic, it's crazy.
nuts. Very, very much anti-Semitism on this one. Saw that a lot.
Thick on it. Devil, he's in a place. It's literally like a cliffhanger. It's like, what will happen to Satan who can't move for many years? What will happen to Nephi once he wakes up? Will they live and be righteous? Find out. Like, that's...
It's like an episode of The Lone Ranger. Yeah.
Literally, I shit on his writing a lot, but he ended the book really nicely. I really like that he's been rambling for 22 verses and 22 chapters, and eventually he goes, well, I'm getting a bit tired now. I best get myself to bed. And like, I like that. I like that it's ended on that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's great. I thought
Thank
it
you,
was.
Nephi.
Yeah, it was a good way to kind of like wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's definitely like they wrote this series knowing that they're going to get a second series.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
they knew.
But
They knew it was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get
'Cause
they knew that they were going to get another one.
we got a lot of loose ends still, because obviously, well, right now we know that they're in America.
Yes.
And as soon as they smelt the very breath of freedom, they wanted to bear arms immediately, straight away.
Immediately. Super quick.
Yeah, super, super quick. He's just really hoping that his brothers actually read and listen and just believe. Again, which is the biggest fundamental point of the Book of Mormon, is that just believe it. Just believe it.
Just believe it.
If you believe it, then you'll believe it. So
Yeah, it's not hard.
it's not hard, just
It's
believe it.
really not. It's honestly one of the
It's-
easiest things to follow as a
Yeah.
Mormon, you know? All
Yeah.
you have to do is just,
Turn it
Nod your
off.
head.
yeah.
And that.
So, it's easy.
It's very, very easy. But yeah, no, it was, I mean, good chapter. I like that we got some good imagery of the devil, which, again, I said, I'm looking forward to where that's going. And yeah, Nephi, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for being my introduction to the Book of Mormons, because now I've got a base. Like, how many books are there in the Book of Mormon? Do you know that? Is that too specific of a number? Or
No.
it seemed like something that'd be like, yeah, everyone knows it's,
Oh,
37.
no. Let me double check here.
You don't have to. You don't
No,
have to check right now.
I'm actually interested in that number just because I know the amount of chapters, of course, that's 239, but I also want to know the number of how many books there are. Give me 1 second here. Any other final thoughts that you have as I'm looking at this?
Well, that was it. I'm like, obviously, it's going to be fun seeing how different stories, different timelines, kind of got ourselves a little anthology. But I have a base now. Nephi's brought me in, and I have a base level of kind of what I'm going to get myself into. Yeah, and I'm going to be able to tell pretty quick if the next book is going to be better or worse. I feel like I'm forever going to be nostalgic to First Nephi.
Oh, 13.
I feel like we
14,
really went on a
15.
journey with them.
Yeah, so there are 15 books in the
15.
Yeah, so 15 seasons. You can think about it like that. Maybe that's a great way for us to kind of like frame it in our heads.
Yeah.
Is like, this
Yeah.
is the end of season 1 or series 1. We are wrapping up
But,
with.
but at the same time, it's an anthology. So each season
Yes.
is like a different thing, which is really exciting.
Yeah, it's all chronological, right? We're following basically. You can kind of think of it as the story of the Book of Mormon is the story of the plates. As you can think of the plates themselves, literally, as the
Yeah.
main character throughout every single
Okay.
season, right? So it's the
Right.
story of each plate getting added on with all these stories and stories of of Nephi and how it was discovered, and the story of this person because they have the full truth of the gospel. Then the next one is Second Nephi, and then Jacob, and then all that stuff afterward. So the plates are the main character.
I didn't know that was the structure. That's really cool. That's really
think of
cool.
it- think of it like that. So this is the end of season 1.
Yeah.
And dude,
The plates are kind of like Jumanji, kind of going through life, and then
Kind of, yeah.
suddenly it's in a river, and then you see that little story, and then they get rid of it, and then suddenly it's on a desert.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ce bruit?
yeah,
It's underneath, and then that's a whole story many years later.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, no, that's is it weird that that's got me like weirdly really excited for like, because now I know
it's
that
not weird
I'm
at all.
like really interested. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of like,
no,
oh,
it's-
okay. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know.
no,
I thought it was
it's
just kind of
not weird at
random
all.
stories. I didn't know it was following the plate. So that's so cool.
Yeah, you can
Right.
kind of think of it like that. It's not like that literally, but if you can if you can frame it structure-wise in your brain of like,
Yeah.
who am I following? Of course, you
Yeah.
have all of these characters in the back: Nephi, Sam, Laman, Lemuel, Sariah,
Yeah.
Lehi, Jacob, Joseph, everybody. Ishmael, wives of and daughters of Ishmael, and all this stuff, right? And
Nameless.
these are the ancillary characters to
Yeah.
this giant block of gold.
Cool.
plates with all of the stuff that goes on. And it's like that. It's like, okay, now they get passed to the next person, 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 as it goes through all the way up until like
Very
121
cool.
AD. So
Very, very, very cool. All right, cool. But this isn't the last time we've heard from Nephi and the fam, right?
no, definitely not. Definitely not.
Cool. Right. So, that will, hopefully we're going to get some resolutions. Yeah, no, I'm just happy that we are going to see them again. It's, it's sad that we come down away from the book, but we're on now to the next. But fundamentally, actually, and here's my final thought, right? What have I learned from the first? We're a book in now
That's
to the
that's
Book of
good.
Mormon.
I think we need to kind of spend some time so far. I feel like we've done a lot of like after episode kind of discussions about
Yeah.
stuff. But being that this
Yeah.
is the last step, I think it is worth the time to kind of fully grasp.
This is a full final roundup of what I've thought of the very first book of the Book of Mormon, right? I feel like it still hasn't sold anything, right? So if it's like, I'm going to read this into a book I'm going to give it at least the first book to see if it has something in for me, something that's, kind of winning me over to Mormonism. There really hasn't been, right? It's been really interesting because it's really kind of messed with my head a little bit on kind of who God and the devil really are. And I'm atheist. I still don't even believe they're real. But this is the first time kind of having insight. I just never knew that God, I always just kind of thought God was, I think, the same as Jesus on kind of like niceness. I kind of thought they were the same thing because I never read any of it. But reading this, it is blowing my mind just how evil God is. Like, and I know that it's something I keep on, no, but like it is like,
You're right.
seriously.
Yeah.
It's because it's something I never really knew or got until we were reading this. So if there's anything that it has done, it's really kind of, I found it really confusing about just how evil he's been. But I am excited. I kind of hate love the family,
Yeah.
But they're on something. I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to pushing on. But yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I was reading this with you, or more to the fact you were reading me, I don't think I would carry on. But
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah, I know.
I mean,
But
that's
it is a really fun book to read with a friend. It's
Yeah,
more of a co-op book, It's more of a
it's
two-player
definitely,
game.
yeah, it's a two-player game, the Book of Mormon.
Yeah, you can't play Cluedo on your own.
No, definitely not.
No.
But yeah, no, that's a great assessment. Yeah, so far it hasn't really sold a lot. Of course, we have 14 more books to kind of get through.
It hasn't. The thing where it hasn't sold the like values. I haven't really understood a lot of the value. The real kind of big message that it feels like it's been really pushing is just believe.
Yeah.
And again, I'm saying this like not trying to be like funny or anything. This is just that has been, if there's been any message, it feels like it is pushing is just believe.
Yeah,
Not
believe
what
it.
that is, just believe and you
Yep.
believe. And it's been, that's kind of been its only real message. So yeah, really,
Yeah,
really.
and so I'm trying to think of like what you'll be encountering in the next few books and stuff, and it's kind of a lot of the same. Our next book here, let me go ahead and take a sneak peek on how many chapters we have in Second Nephi. It is a grand total.
Second Nephi straight away.
Second Nephi is next, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's Second Nephi chapter 1 is the next chapter.
oh, awesome. All right, yeah, cool. Do you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I feel like I thought we were like having a break. It was going to be like another. It was going to be someone else's book, and then Second Nephi comes late. I didn't know it was immediately after.
Yeah, it's
I feel
right
like I've
after.
mourned seeing the family. I'll see you fucking next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 33 chapters in Second Nephi, which means
All right.
that we will not be done with Second Nephi at our 1-year anniversary of the podcast.
Oh, okay, right. I was getting excited to
No, hey,
see
you don't
someone
have to
else.
lose
I know
your,
we're
you don't have to lose your
No,
excitement.
I'm also.
It's
I'm
all good.
happy. No, I'm also happy. Yeah, because like
I
I've
feel like
already
you're just
know.
yanking on your emotions so hard. It's like,
You are. No,
oh.
you're playing with me, man. You're playing with me. Yeah. Well, no, because I mean, like, look, the difficult thing of if it was a new character, new set, and everything. It's the taking some time to get to know them. I feel like, yeah, I'm happy because if it was another book and it was 33 chapters, that's going to be a long time. I'm going to forget most of Nephi's waffle. Yeah, no, so yeah, all right, fine. All right, we're going straight back into it. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Good,
No, we're
'cause
gonna get back
I want
into
to
it.
see America more. I want to see how that
Yeah.
develops.
Yeah, totally.
We just got there, so
Yeah. And I
Nice.
did appreciate what you said about feeling nostalgic for First Nephi. It's a really, really, really good. I mean, I guess it's the reason why it's the first chapter, maybe. But for someone who doesn't know the stories of the Book of Mormon and stuff, and just starting to read it like you are,
Yeah.
the nostalgia that you feel for it's all the same feelings that you get when
Yeah.
you know what it's like to do drugs or something, and your first time is always the best time, right?
Yeah, because it's just
Because that's the dragon you're chasing, and maybe First Nephi is the dragon you chase for the remainder of the Book of Mormon. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is.
maybe.
But there's a lot of really awesome stuff that's coming down the pipe that is going to be fun. Maybe not so much in Second Nephi, but as we move forward, there's going to be a lot of really cool things. So,
All right, so I got a question for you. So that's at the end of me reading it for the first time. That's my feelings. What's your feelings now? We're a whole book in. It's been a long time. What's it like for you having revisited this? Like, has it felt nostalgic for you?
yeah, it has. And, I mentioned this early on in the podcast, but I think something that I've been experiencing more and more is like a feeling of re-knitting, if that makes sense, of my memories involved with the Book of Mormon and reading it. And
Yeah.
Basically right now I'm taking on a narration teaching role in a weird kind of way, in a lighthearted, funny way, at least we hope.
Hopefully.
And it's playful at the very least. And I think that's something that maybe I didn't know I needed until we started doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a thing now where I'm like, oh, okay, now I have to start thinking about reading these things again in terms of how can we make that fun and listenable, because that's something I want to prioritize at least. And
I think that's just kind of what comes from it, because it's like there is plenty of stuff in there. But is it weird kind of reading it now? Is this the first time you've read it since coming away from the church?
yeah, I would say in its consistency, yeah, for sure.
So what does it feel like? Like reading it now from this side?
Oh, I mean,
Is it
I
like
just-
lots of things you're picking up that you're like, Jesus, like I didn't think of it that way, or reading it with me, have I put perspectives on it that's made you be like, oh yeah, oh I don't know.
It's been really interesting to see how you're processing the messages that I was taught, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of loosely relaying to you. The handoff isn't crisp, but it's really interesting and really fun to have to rethink about what's happening in terms of ways that you will understand, and that helps me re-knit my understanding of it too, because of the gist of all of this is kind of what we have to go for, but there's so much to say because of how Nephi writes. And the idea that I always kind of wanted to have with this podcast was being able to make that happen quickly and efficiently, is getting the gist and make it fun, because that way it kind of just keeps the momentum going. Because like Mark Twain said, this can be, chloroform in paperback, basically. And I want to make sure that you're understanding where I'm coming from, and you're learning a lot of how it's also, maybe this is kind of a weird thing, but it also feels like you get to see a little bit more of my map as to how I got here.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
So
even
that's
obviously
something cool.
when we're not even when we're recording, we still end up talking. It's not the only thing Chris and I talk about.
No, definitely not.
But it's still, there's still off air where it's just going around my mind and we're talking about it, and yeah, just kind of processing it just all. But yeah, it's definitely making me. It is a really good insight into you. It's not like changed at all how like I think of you or anything, but it's just kind of like, yeah, like what you came from, all the stuff what we when we have spoke about it, and me not really getting it. There's just, yeah, like you said, it's painting my map of you like in a really clear way, and it's really nice. It's been really cool.
Yeah, it's been interesting. And how I feel about all of this stuff that's being said about, like, I'm just like, dude, this is insane that I believed all this. and I
Yeah.
remember, and a lot of the stuff that I read is like, a lot of the stuff that I kind of like giggle to myself about is those memories of being just so serious. And like looking back on that now, I'm just like, okay, buddy, like you didn't have to take it that seriously, dude. Like, chill.
Is there times where like we're reading some bits and I know I might say something or you might say something, or we might riff something where like you still kind of have like a bit at the back of your head that kind of tightens up and you're like, oh my God, like, does that?
Oh,
like,
yeah. I mean, sometimes, like, not so much of like it feels like, oh, you shouldn't say that or something like that.
Or
I
just
mean,
kind of,
but more so like I can acknowledge if someone took things so seriously, how would they react to the things that have been said? Like,
Yeah.
like I can't remember if it was you or me. I think it was you who said, "Shut the fuck up, Nephi."
oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
that was such
yeah.
a funny like moment of like how it feels to read the Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
And on paper, those words, if you were to say them in church or around people who were pious and stuff, they would be extremely offended. And like, God needs Jesus is like a
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
ironic statement, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's blasphemous at the very least in that sense,
Yeah.
you know? And so
I know.
I
Yeah.
have
It's
those
something
moments where I hear those things and I'm like, oh, if someone was serious, they'd be mad. But I don't feel like the
Yeah.
oh no, I don't feel like a bolt of lightning is going to hit me or anything like that. So
Yeah. No, because it's not, because like we it all comes from a good place. It really, really does. It's like, you know, we're not in no way like shitting on Mormons. We're just reading it, and this is just the first impression. You know, I've never, it's crazy when there's no prior context and stuff, and you're just, you know, you're in your 30s and you're reading it for the first time. So there's a lot of things that sometimes, yeah, they might be blasphemous, but there's no hate. Like it is literally just kind of first impression thing, and if it is like, you know. It's what happens. I don't know. I have a mouth.
yeah, I don't think people are going to be too upset about it.
No, I don't think anyone's gonna care. But it's been a lot of fun. Do you know what? It is a lot of fun. It's really good learning about it. And if you like learning about it too, you might want to tune in every Monday. We missed last Monday, but this Monday we'll be
It's
here.
going to happen. Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be posting stuff, guys. If you have any inkling towards going on Spotify and subscribing to the podcast, that'd be dope as hell.
Very nice.
Tell your kids that you have to take some time to yourself this weekend, and when you do that, we hope that you just listen to the Pod Great Price. That's simply what we're asking. That's all.
So, and just before we go, because I only just remembered, there haven't been any exceedingly. There haven't been in the last couple. So we're going to have the final exceedingly count of the first chapter of First Nephi here. It's the overall exceedingly count of this book. We'll see how it compares to the other books.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes going forward. And you have any gigs you want to plug or anything like that?
Not right now. No. Just keep an eye out. Keep an eye on my Instagram. I'll post if I'm about, you know.
Hell yeah. Let's see. I'm going to be featuring in Hermiston, Oregon, Twin Falls, Boise, Pocatello, Boise, Butte, and Townsend in Montana and Idaho. Guys, it's going to be a great time. That's from the 17th all the way through the 23rd of October. I'm going to be posting about it. So check out the Instagrams, check out the stuff, like us on TikTok, do the thing, make it happen. Make sure that you like drive safe. That's the thing to say, right? Is that? I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyone
drive
again?
safe. I think drive safe's good. Look cool, but drive safe.
Yeah, smoke in the car.
Smoke in the car. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, smoke in the car.
And just do you know what people think? Do you know what everyone thinks is really, really cool? When you have like a really bad sound system, so you lower your windows of your car and you crank your sound system as much as you can, but it needs to be the worst song available. It could be just anything on the radio, really, anything with really bad bass. But if you go around really slowly, you'll drive slowly around the school zones. But as long as you're blasting that terrible music, everyone's going to think you're the coolest person.
And you know what
everyone thinks you're cool.
Exactly. And it's like probably the coolest thing you can do. I would argue that there is also one more thing that you could do in that same exact situation, but one better. Instead of playing shitty bass music, which is cool, what if you go super slow around the block, windows down, bass blasted, the pot of great price?
We'll bring you in right now.